Who am I? Hello, welcome back to No Can Do. My name is Clara and I'm back. I'm back today with an IKEA flip. So if you've ever seen those big storage kind of box things from IKEA, it's called the Kallax. Kallax? IKEA Kallax? I don't know what it's called. The IKEA Kallax. I'm only going to really change two things about this piece that are going to entirely transform it and turn it into a much nicer and more unique piece for my living room. So if you want to see how I did it and how you could do it too, just keep watching. Well, if it isn't an IKEA Kallax left in my apartment from a former boyfriend, the first thing I did was put on legs so that it would elevate it off the floor, and look, it's already a million times better. I also painted a mirror with chalk paint, and that was just a little DIY project that I did not film. But yeah, here's the Kallax with new legs on it that I got at a secondhand hardware store. Now I'm removing everything from the unit, and you can see up there I have two little swatches of paint that I tested out to see if I liked the lighter or the darker. And I actually really liked the darker, but for this spot in my living room, I decided to go with the lighter. This was really dirty from all of my houseplants, and so I put on some cleaner. I make my own tea tree and vinegar spray, which is just 1-to-1 vinegar and water and a couple drops of tea tree essential oil. I scrubbed the whole thing down with the green end of the sponge, and it was able to even get off some of the sticker marks that had been left there. Today I'm using a couple different zebra brushes as well as vintage duck egg paint from Dixie Belle. I love using this paint, especially when I'm painting indoors, because it's zero VOCs, which are volatile organic compounds. Those aren't good to breathe in, so I love that Dixie Belle has 0 of them. I used a couple different brushes from Zebra to get in the different nooks and crannies of this piece, and I just took turns dipping my paintbrushes into some clean water and then dipping it into the paint so that it would smoothly glide across the surface. I will say I was kind of worried about adhesion because this piece was super shiny, so I thought about buying some Slick Stick, which is something that Dixie Belle sells to make it easier for paint to bind onto very slick surfaces. However, it really wasn't a problem at all. Chalk paint is awesome. It's so easy for, especially I think this paint, to really connect, bind, and stick to any surface. So it's already looking so much better. I did, I think 2 coats, maybe 3. I'm pretty sure I only did 2. And then I let it dry completely for 24 hours before I put on any wax. To seal and protect this piece, I'm using Annie Sloan chalk paint wax in the color clear, as well as an Annie Sloan wax brush. I used to be anti-wax. I was wax hesitant, but I'm not anymore. I love using it. It's actually easier, I think, than using polyacrylic or something like that, because you can there's like more room for error. I feel like you can go over it as many times as you need to. I usually do 2 or 3 coats of wax, and yeah, it works great. I love here that you can see the shine from the wax, and you can see just like the depth and the richness it brings up of the paint. I've been gone for over a month on this channel. I don't really know where I've been. I was gone, I feel like, for a couple weeks with family stuff. I got a new job. It's been a busy time, but I am back and I'm spending a lot of time settling into my apartment even more. I've been here for, I think, like 9 months now, but I still feel like I'm putting the finishing touches on it. So I have a lot of pieces in my apartment that I have flipped, and ones that you've seen even on this channel. So if you want to see an apartment tour featuring all the things that I've flipped, let me know down in the comments, and maybe I could do it for one of my next videos. So I am 100% not sponsored at all, but I wanted to share with you something that I got this week. I got Daily Harvest. They advertise to me all the time on Instagram, so I bit the bullet and I tried it out. And they sent me all these wonderful smoothies. I purchased them. Again, I'm not sponsored. And I made one while I was waiting for the wax to dry before I applied another coat or before I buffed it. So I just put in some oat milk into the Daily Harvest cup and then put it in the blender and blended it all up. This, I think, is a really great way if you're trying to eat more fruits and vegetables. They just send you pre-made smoothies. They have a ton of different options. I, again, am not sponsored, but I actually really like it. So I have a discount code that I will put in my description. So if you want to try it out, you'd like to get $35 off your first box. I will also get $35 off my next box. It's a win-win. That's like getting 5 free smoothies. So if you're really busy like I am, if you're flipping furniture and you have a million things going on, but you have a blender, I think this is a great way to get some fruits and veggies in and to have a healthy snack while you're on the go. Okay, just a reminder, this was the IKEA Kallax unit before. Just left in my apartment and abandoned. And here it is after, with nice legs and some beautiful paint from Dixie Belle, and of course lots of houseplants and records and flowers. I hope that you've seen that you can make some small changes to something that you already have in your home and give it a huge upgrade. Make sure to hit subscribe down below. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you at the next flip.